Okay, you ready for the stage tour?
Yep.
DT 40th anniversary? Well, right now we're currently on what's called stage right, because the stage perspective is from the stage looking out, so we're on the right side. And here's Jordan Rudess and his tech Eric.
Yes, my tech Eric.
Hello.
Say hello.
Hey y'all.
To the Dream Theater fan club.
Hey, Dream Theater fan club.
Hey.
Yes.
This is where we
The
make
stage right. Yeah.
the Myung and Jerry barista bar, where you can never get enough.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, good.
Never get enough caffeine.
Never get enough caffeine.
How you doing? All right.
That's right. Come up here. Pretty good view of what everybody would see from stage right. See the audience. See the rigging. You see the video stuff. And Jordan could show you his world.
So, you have to climb up some steps to get to my world. I asked for that because I wanted to stay in shape on this tour, and I know that climbing steps can really, be a key to that. So, once we climb the steps, we have some, I guess, somewhat familiar things to some people. Of course, the Kronos 88-note keyboard is my main keyboard, as it's been for a while. But there are some differences. For one, so I'm now kind of like into this thing. I started this, I should say, about to start this company that does vinyl wraps for keyboards. And so, of course, my keyboard has the first one on it. So if you check it out, you can see it's not a traditional look of a Kronos keyboard. It's got some very nice design about it. And so that's one little improvement in the world. And as long as we were wrapping things, this is the controller box that actually tilts my stand in all different directions. And as many Dream Theater fans know, the stand also is totally movable and spins around and all that kind of good stuff. And this iPad is where I watch television during the show, so I can stay entertained. If I get bored, I can tune into any channel I want.
I see one question I see people
yes.
ask is, do you need the sheet music on the iPad, or is it just for convenience?
I like it because then I can conduct the band like a real conductor to have the music in front. At this point, it's reminders, when to change patches. I have about 500 different patch changes during the 3-hour show, and that part's a little hard to remember for every sound. And, one of the interesting things about the way I work is that I put sounds on different keys. So it's not just like memorizing the music, like you were playing the piano or the guitar. It's memorizing, for this song, I start by hitting the low A, and that produces a drone note. And maybe the B flat produces another sample that's in a high register, whatever. So there's a lot of stuff being triggered by the different keys, and this pad helps me a lot with all these kind of important things that I need to remember. Of course, here's another iPad, and this is this is running GeoShred, which is my own app, and I use it for a few different songs a little bit, and also it's kind of flexible; it can move around. And as long as we're in this area, one should note the keyboard players would be interested. Always asking the pedal configuration. It's pretty simple, but it moves around with me. So whatever position I go in, the pedals are actually always there in the right spot. And they're, really, it's really important stuff. This one is very, very crucial to my operation. This changes my combination sounds. So that's why it's very seamless. I just have to hit it at the right point, and cool things can happen. This one advances the page of my score, which is cool too. And now the next thing I'll show you is this screen here, which was built for me by OK Design. I assume it's on, although I can't see it right
Yeah,
this
it's on.
second. Yeah. So I have a little controller box, which is pretty cool because I can do things like changing the colors, and it will respond to some MIDI commands as well as anything else. But it has a lot of different patches that I kind of can cycle through as the night goes on, depending on the song. And it's linked up MIDI-wise to all my presets. So as I scroll through my presets and change sounds through the night, I can also call up whatever preset I have here, which is super fun. Oh, and the keyboard is very cool because I think that it literally will respond to what notes I'm playing in real time. So it's kind of a nice new improvement and a little bit of fun. You know, I'm into these tech kind of like gadgets and lights and visuals and pretty colors and all that. So that's that. Here is some old familiar stuff, which we didn't talk too much about before the tour because we wanted it to be a bit of a surprise, but now the cat is out of the bag, as they say. This is the latest Continuum. This instrument was originally used in the studio when we did the Octavarium record. Of course, the original one I had didn't make any sound. It was just a controller. But now this one has built-in sounds, and I programmed, along with some one of the people from the company, a very cool sound to do the whole Octavarium bit, and it's playing beautifully. It's about half as thick as the original Continuum, which is amazing. So technology marches on.
Yeah.
This piece I took out of my warehouse after 20 years of not playing it. I'm not kidding. I think it's 20 years. Hadn't played the song. I hadn't looked at a lap steel since then. When I took it out of the case, I didn't know which way to put it or what this thing did. I was like, which hand do I hold what? It was actually pretty funny. But now I seem to have remembered some of that, and it's really fun to play this this lap steel. So yeah, I think that might be about it. And the man who runs my whole show over there and sets me up so beautifully every night is Eric Frampton, who is responsible for my walking on stage and having it be as beautifully configured as it is. So,
Thank you.
and that's that. All right, guys. Next
Yes.
station.
Hello.
Hi.
You wanna?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess you have to do it from back here because otherwise there's no real front area. Yeah, maybe come up here this way.
Went up this way. This way.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Portnoy here, and this is my new monster. And actually, it doesn't have a name yet. I can't call it the Purple Monster because that was the one from back the Falling into Infinity and Scenes from Memory tour. So I don't know. Still thinking of a new name for it. But anyway, as you can see, it's a typical, not typical, but traditional double kit, as I've always had with Dream Theater, at least since the Siamese Monster, and it's basically two kits in one. So I think from the outside, some people may see it and it just may be overwhelming, and how can he play all that? He can't possibly reach everything. But honestly, the whole thing is it's two kits in one, and rather than having front and back the way Neil Peart used to, this is more side by side with two thrones. This side is the left side, which is more traditional double bass metal setup, 3 racks. This floor tom it has to be very thin in order, obviously I can't have legs on the floor tom there in order to be able to have all my foot pedals there. So it's kind of like a thin floor tom that Tama made for me. Over here I got 4 octos, and in cymbal land, it's a wide variety of stuff, everything from AAXs to HHXs. It's all obviously Sabian, and some signature prototype stuff. We have the Max Splashes, but these have been redesigned, and there'll be more news on that soon. And these are my new chimes, Max Chimes, which will also, there'll be more news about those soon, but these are all the prototypes that I've been working on, as well as my new signature ride. So more news on all of that coming soon, but they're all being road tested here on the Dream Theater tour. And then if you come over here to the right side, this is more of a traditional single bass kind of kit. I have the single-headed concert toms, which is a lot of fun. Kind of a Taylor Hawkins inspired toms, but 6, 8, and 10 single heads. Got a gong drum, 2 floors. I have little mini X hats there, which is fun. And yeah, actually another thing with the cymbals, these are all stamped with my ambergram, which the commercially available cymbals from Sabian do not have that, but the ones I'm touring with have that. And these are my tour sticks from ProMark, and it's old school purple. This was kind of to take it back to where it all began with me with the purple sticks on the When Dreaming Day Unite and Images and Words and Awake tours. I always played purple sticks, so this is kind of bringing it all back full circle. But these are ProMark 420Xs, and the purple ones, and with the Dream Theater logo, is only available for me on tour. So the only way to get these is used ones that end up in my online store at the end of the tour. What else? Max Stacks. As you can see, the mic stand, the mic actually can go to both sides of the kit, and Jose is with me. Jose's been with me for over 30 years at this point, since the Images and Words tour. And another thing you'll notice here in the kit are these pads. I have one on each side, these electronic pads. And now with me back in the band does not use click tracks or anything like that pre-recorded, so I am the click. And this is what I use to signal to the guys. So everybody in the band has these in their ears, and at front of house, our lighting guy, our sound guy, they can hear the cues. So when I'm counting in a song or keeping time in sections that I'm not playing the kit on, I'm actually kind of conducting the band with these pads. And that's about it. Any questions? Because I think I got everything.
I'm trying to think of a name for it.
Yeah.
Like the finish, the paint job is incredible. It's got like a it's a fiery, dragony sort of feel to it.
Well, actually, I'll give you another piece of information. This is one of 2 kits that Tama's going to build for me, because come next summer when we're doing a lot of festivals, it's impossible to have the same gear from night to night when you have to hopscotch to some of these festivals that are in faraway places. So I will have a second kit for the festival seasons next summer, and the way you'll be able to tell the difference, this kit goes from a white drip to a purple sparkle. So if you look at the kick drums, the white is on my side and the purple's on the audience side. The second kit that Tam is making me is going to be the opposite. So for the B-Rig kit for the festivals, the purple it'll go from, instead of white to purple, it'll go purple to white, and the kick drum heads on the outside will be white heads. So you'll be able to. It's a subtle difference that maybe only the eagle-eyed fans will notice, but there you go.
And is that the Melody Master you have on your right side?
Yeah, these are both Melody Masters. This is my 14-inch wood shell and my 12-inch steel shell, and they're both done with this white and purple finish. And all the Melody Master snares have 3-way throw-offs, so they can go from off to loose to tight. So essentially, it's almost like 3 snares in one. And the other thing with my sticks is anybody that knows about my playing, I hold my right stick with the tip out and my left stick with the butt end out. So the sticks have to be wrapped half and half, so you could always tell if it's a right stick or a left stick, and they have to be put into the stick bags and into the stick depots accordingly. So when I'm reaching for one, I know which one I'm getting, a left or a right. And Jose makes the tables. I have tables on each side for spray bottles, water bottles, towels, and my ears are Jerry Harvey JH Audio. And I have 2 sets. One set is with a white and a purple one to match the kit, and then the other set, the ones that I'm using currently, are black and silver. It's got a black, clear black shell with a silver chrome Majesty symbol on it. And these sound amazing, and Jimmy T just does an amazing job doing our monitor mixes. It sounds exactly like the CD every night. It's just perfect sound. And that's it. I think that's all I have to offer you guys.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you, Mike.
Yep.
That's incredible.
You guys still here?
Yeah.
I'll be quick. Here, let me give you the view from my pedal board. Right over here. This is what I look out at every night. Yep. These are my glorified classical footrests. They weigh a ton. Maddi doesn't like that. Anyway, this would be stage left. This is the cooler side of the stage. Not like that nerdy stage right. This is the guitar side of the stage. Come down here, our audio station. We got Barney. We got some lighting crew. We got some audio crew. We got Jose.
Got some darts.
And here's the magic. Jimmy T, who you all know, same person who records our records, is out here running monitors. So basically it sounds like the record in our ears because of this guy.
That's what we aim for.
That's right. He also mixed the Distant Memories Live DVD.
Yep. Thanks.
What else? What other credits you got?
What else can you do?
What else can you fucking do?
And right now they're playing darts.
We're working very hard.
Yeah. You gotta have. Wow! Look at Barney go. Oh, sorry. And this is the guitar tent. There's Mr. Madster.
Hello. Hello.
The Madster of puppets. Tuning guitars.
Strings.
If you come in, here I'll come to the side, but you can see the guitar rig, and then just beyond Maddi are all the guitars. What guitar do you got there, man?
This is the new Red Nebula.
Yeah.
Getting it all ready for tonight.
If you go in past Maddi, you can see the guitars that we're bringing
Yeah, go ahead.
on the road.
Do you have the new 10-year
Yes,
Majesty?
we do. Yeah. 10th anniversary Majesty is right here. This just got released. This debuted in the Night Terror video, and has custom pickup covers by DiMarzio. Big 3-fret Majesty logo in the front. Yeah, it's beautiful. And you might ask, why do we have so many guitars? And the answer is because throughout the set there are different tunings that I use, and different guitars, 7-string, 6-string tunings, baritone, and you always need a backup. And then we like the colors, so we bring them. You know, if you're one over one trunk, might as well bring the second trunk.
That's right.
And then we just fill it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get a good view from here, John, if you want, of the finishes that way. We have the JP6, the baritone, the JP15, the Majesties. So basically my entire line. Yeah, that's the deal.
What new effects have you tried out this tour?
Old effects.
Old effects.
Yeah, well these of course are my JP2C Mesa Boogie signature amps. Now this is a cool customization. John, I don't know do we have lighting or no? Do you have a light, Maddi? Because it's hard to see. You can see Maddi did these carbon fiber wraps on the front grill. Yeah, so it looks really badass. We're running these through a mixer this time. This is something I used to do back in the day. Go through a mixer so we retain the dry signal, and then the effects come and mix through another channel. But the reason I said old school is, of course, we have the Axe FX 3, which is just, you know, amazing in every single way. But I got took one of my old 2290s, the TC. This is a classic unit, and put that in just because we wanted to. And we had one, and we have the space to do it. And then if you pull these drawers out, these are some cool pedals. These are some new things we hadn't had before. And then these are front end pedals. This we got to try to emulate in Octavarium, the 12-string sound. Great compressor from Robert Keeley. And yeah, of course my signature pedal. That's it. And the guy who makes this MLC, Mark L, makes these custom things for us. It's a guitar switcher and a mixer. So yeah. It's more, I'm giving you the simplified version, but
yeah.
we don't have 3 hours.
No.
And of course, all built by Maddi himself. So beautiful work. And if there were more room and you could see the back's even more impressive because it's just beautifully wired, so neat, and, you know. And that's the deal.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's.
You know, if you guys wanted to, I suppose you can go talk to the front of house people.
Yeah.
You know.
Let me take you out there and introduce you to Ace and his.
Yes.
Ace and Steve, and is Megan out there or no?
I can't see her.
She's not out there?
I think she's on the bus.
She's on the bus? Okay.
Come on out here, guys. Let me introduce.
Yep.
Polls?
Go ahead, Jimmy. Go ahead.
The pressure's on.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Where does it end? It never ends. Here, I'm going to show you where the magic happens. This is where the magic happens. Guys, these are our friends from the fan club.
All
Doing
right.
a little,
How you doing, everybody?
behind the stage look at what we do. This is where all the magic happens right here. This is the world famous Ace. Steve over there.
Yeah.
Tell them what you do.
Well, I do sound for the band. The sound that you hear out of the speakers here. We have Jimmy T over on the side there. He does sound that goes for the band. He does monitors, and I do this sound here. So we have all this fancy equipment, and we have some meters up here that make sure we don't make it too loud for the people. And that's the game we play every night.
So do you record everything as well?
Jimmy T is the one who engineers the band in the studio, and so he records everything every night over there. I just sit out here and dance and try to keep everything balanced.
Have everything programmed, or is
No, I'm a little too old school for that. Everything is just, my hands are moving, which keeps me, well, at my age, it keeps me awake, to be honest with you. So that's always a good thing, you know?
That's cool.
Yeah.
So can you tell me a bit about this new lighting rig and video screens and all that stuff?
Well, I mean, it's a lighting rig.
Yeah, but it's a bit higher production value than before. It's lasers and stuff.
We added lasers to the show this year. LED screens. We've in the past used projection. I was projecting on screens and whatnot, and now we were able to up the production value. And the light's about the same amount of lights that I've used over the years, just different configuration, and that's about it. And I run the video. Lighting's controlled through, video's controlled through the light board, and then Megan operates the lasers right there. And then, yeah.
That's cool. So you're playing like videos on cue from, or just memory?
No, the videos are in sections, so there'll be different points. There's some songs where we have some loops, and I just kind of threw them in, verse, chorus, bridge, kind of. It worked out really well. We have a video content creator, so he creates all the videos, and they usually start at the top of the song and go run through right to the end. Yeah, it's.
But I mean, the difference from when Portnoy is in the band and Magini, when Magini used click tracks, so you could program all the cues
Yeah, I still, like back then I was able to time code my show.
Yeah.
But I would run it, if I'm there, I just run it because I run by memory. I know every little hit, every little, you know, right back, I remember all the hits that he did. It's great that we have that again. But with Mangini, I was like it was a machine, it was a robot, you know, it was really, it was pretty cool. But this is live rock and roll again, right?
Yeah, yeah. So now you have to play along, so if they...
Always did, always did, no matter what. If I have to leave, go do another tour or something like that, then I could time code, but I can't anymore, so I'm here.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah.
It's always a pleasure watching you every night because you're so like into it. It's almost like the sixth band member, like everything is right.
It's just an extension of what they're doing, right? So I feel, you know, the highs and lows and try to just bring it back to life is the feeling. Yeah. It's more about feeling, emotion, and builds and big strong looks, and and I get into it. I play drums, so that's why I do lighting. I think is you can bash the light board, like, you know.
Is there any delay at all between the light and the sound, so that you have to kind of be slightly ahead of what you do?
No, see, I wear ear monitors, and I'm just tight to the stage.
Okay.
But sometimes when you get further distances, you need to get delayed a little bit. People in the back, there's going to be a little bit of delay there because I'm tight to the stage. I like to be tight with them, and then you can sometimes feel the delay. Like, it's just a matter of, you know, when you just know when to execute it. And then I guess from what I see on videos, everything looks like it's on point. So that's important. That's really, really important.
And do you control the curtain drop from your side?
No, we can, but we let Megan, who does lasers, because she runs the lasers before it. It's more of a safety factor, so to make sure there's no lasers on that's going to affect anybody. So she has control of that, and then we're off to the races.
Wrap it up here. So I'm Chuck. I'm the tour manager.
This is John.
You ever see the guy who cleans up after the parade?
The first guy in and last guy to leave. Yeah.
I've been doing this for 40 years.
Right.
So wow. That's all I know.
Yeah.
But this is an exceptional band.
Oh yeah.
As you know.
I've been following them for 25 years doing this stuff. So
now we know what we can do if Jordan's keyboards go at it.
None of this was here when we started.
I know.
It's amazing. I saw your trucks pull in this morning. We're staying at the hotel right across the street here. I saw the trucks pull in, and now this.
We do this every day. We did it last night in Stockholm. We do it tonight in Oslo. Tomorrow night we'll do it in Copenhagen. That's called 3 in a row. So we do 3 shows in 3 different cities. Typically we'll do 5 shows a week in 5 different cities. People think it's a big glamorous party out here. It's very long, very, very intense days. They won't even load out. The crew that you watched load in this morning won't load out until midnight tonight. And then they have to pack the trucks up. Everything that you see here goes back in those trucks and is going to Copenhagen tomorrow, overnight. We'll wake up in the parking lot. As I woke up this morning in the parking lot here on the tour bus. So it's a unique way of life. It's 18-hour days, 6 hours sleep. But look at the results. Something to be proud of, particularly with Dream Theater. 40th anniversary tour, unbelievable. The responses with Mike Portnoy back in the band, unbelievable. It's going to be almost 7,000 people in here tonight.
Yeah.
Remarkable. Every night. It's great. You guys contribute so much to that, to keeping it going. So anyway, that's enough. You want to come on down, have a beverage or something to eat, a coffee?
Yeah.